In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Elna 130. There's times we don't need a top-of-the-line machine. We just need a good backup machine. Or maybe you're looking for a machine for someone as a beginner. You don't want to overwhelm them. You want a machine that's easy. The 130 is a machine I would take a look at. Elna does not skimp on the quality, so just because this machine doesn't do all the nice things the top-of-the-line does, it is built very strong, very sturdy. If you take care of it, it's going to last you for many years to come. The 130 gives you the top winding bobbin built in. I do have two spool pins here, so if I want to stage another color or for twin needle sewing, I can actually thread up two colors of thread or two threads and buy a twin needle to go in there. We carry all the optional accessories for this machine. Threading is going to be a breeze on this machine because it is channeled all the way down to my needle and it threads front to back. The machine does have the high lift presser foot here, and the feeding system is all metal or bobbin case area here where I'm going to remove my accessory tray to expose the free arm. It's all metal inside here. It's built very well, a very durable machine. It's not a lot of plastic to this machine. Now the machine does have the ability for us to adjust the width and the length on all the sewing patterns. So it's really easy on my stitch diagram here. Everything is by letters. I just pull up the letter that I want to do, set my stitch width, I can go up to 5 millimeters, set my stitch length, I can go right up to 4 millimeters on it. It does have the 4-step buttonhole, and it will have the 4-step buttonhole maker built in to show me and help me get the right, the left, and the tacks at the top and bottom on my buttonhole. Here is reverse sewing, and I will have the LED lighting system to illuminate my area. The bed of this machine does have a place where I can actually screw down a metal seam gauge. Feel free to call us if you need anything like that or need help knowing what machine is right for me, because we carry every model within the Elna line. Our tension system is set up very similar to all the other Elna models. They rarely use a different type of tension system. I do like that tension system they use because I'm not going to have to adjust that from heavy materials to lighter weight materials. And definitely if you're looking for someone for a beginner, this machine would be a good choice because I'm not going to have to worry about anything like that. It does come with an electronic foot control. I can regulate the speed of my machine. Here's my reverse. Because the 130 has a larger motor built in, it is a sturdy, robust motor, I can handle also sewing heavier material. So we'll put our stitch on the straight stitch and back our stitch length down. We'll put the stitch on straight stitch and we'll back our stitch length down. And it can handle this 8 layers of denim with no problem whatsoever. Another thing on the 130, when I have the stitch on straight stitch, I can go up here and move my stitch width dial. If you'll notice, the needle moves over. So if I need to put in a zipper or get up close to cording or piping, or maybe there's a seam or something I need to get close to, I can move that needle position and get it right up close to it to begin to sew. Of the stitches that are built in, I have the 4-step buttonhole built in. I've got straight stitch, and then like we told you earlier, we can move that needle over. If I'm putting in a zipper or cording, something like that, I have zigzag, I have my elastic stitches, I have stretch blind hems, standard blind hems, and I have a few decorative stitches. You'll notice all these in green. On my stitch length button, I can move that straight stitch over. It'll actually say SS, and it accesses all these stitches here. So now I have stretch stitches that are built into my machine. And this is a stretch straight stitch. It's going to automatically sew 2 stitches forward and 1 reverse, back tacking. I have the double zigzag, or it's also known as the old rick-rack stitch. Used to you buy rick-rack and sew it on by hand. I have smocking stitches, overcast stitches, blanket stitches, and then I'll access that panel built in on my stitch cams, and I have some decorative stitches that are built in on this machine. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Elna dealer. We carry everything that's made for the 130. Once you purchase from us, you have us for the life that you own the machine. You can call our technicians anytime with questions, or educators anytime with questions about anything that has to do with your machine. So by all means, check out our website. We have a lot more information there, and we'll be glad to help you anytime.